Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here and welcome to 60 and Me. Hope that you're having a wonderful day so far. It's one of those days where I just want to make sure that you all know that you're valued and you're treasured and that you're important to us here at 60 and Me. I just feel like, I get up and do these videos for you and we talk about things that I think are important to our age group and to our stage of life, and you give me such great feedback and such positive energy. I just want you to know how much I appreciate that. It's really important. And also how you help each other. I'm just so amazed how every time we do a video, we raise a topic that's of interest, sometimes a sensitive topic, and everybody just puts their little antenna out there to look for each other and to be thoughtful and helpful. And that means so much to me. It's really what this community is all about. So tell your friends, tell people that are approaching 60. You don't have to be 60. You can be in your 50s, because that's honestly where a lot of the self-esteem and the self-confidence issues come anyway. So I do hope that you're happy here, and I want you to feel that you can always reach out to us and let us know what's on your mind too. So I wrote an article. Oh, first of all, tea. Before my article, I had tea when I was writing my article. I'm having a cup of green tea this morning. It's one of my favorites. Green tea is my standby. Whenever I'm looking for the perfect tea, it's always green tea. So that's what I've got today. So hopefully you've got a tea or coffee, and we can chat about an article that I did write a while ago about being fearless in your 60s. About doing things that put you outside your comfort zone and just really, made you feel empowered and strong. And as I was reading the comments to this article, I realized that a lot of women were saying things like, I'm really not brave enough to do that, or I'm not strong enough to do that exercise, or I really don't have enough friends to be able to, go out and do those things that I really want to do, or I don't have enough money to travel. And when I was reading the answers, I realized that the theme of not having enough was the thread that connected it all. That so many women in our age group feel that they are not good enough, strong enough, rich enough, with enough friends, popular enough to actually live the life that they want. And, we live in an age where, if we're on Facebook, here we are, we're online, where so much of our activity is judged by other people, even subliminally, even with a kind intent. We put a post on Facebook and people like it, or they don't like it, or they show an angry face or a sad face. There's this kind of judgment to everything that we do in a way online. So that sets that nervousness. In fact, I have some people have said to me, I left a comment here, but then I deleted it because I didn't want people to be upset. It's just that sense that you have to be watching all the time because you're being judged. And this quest, for perfection and being, absolutely flawless is actually exhausting. And it's not only exhausting, it's very stress-producing and just not good for our health. So, I think that that's an important foundation for women in our community to start feeling like they're good enough. They're not perfect, but they're good enough to do the things that they want. And so, I think that a lot of us have struggled in our lives with this good girl syndrome, wanting to be the good girl, always pleasing everybody, pleasing your parents, your husband, your children, your work colleagues. Not that you don't want to make people happy and you don't want to be, doing things that make them, smile and be joyful. We're all in this community of family and life together, but that we didn't have to judge ourselves so hard. Especially as moms, I think we really did expect ourselves to be so perfect out of the gate. As soon as we had the baby, we were supposed to know everything. And of course, it doesn't work that way. We may do the research and get educated, know all the facts, but there's something about every life experience that requires learning and mistakes. And that's it. You can either live with them and let them haunt you, or you can let them go. So I think that's the important message here for today, that changing our mindset, from I'm not perfect to I'm good enough, and realize that we're fine just the way we are. So here are some ideas, some ways that we can do this to sort of help to develop that muscle again, that muscle of feeling good enough, the good enough muscle. And that is, first thing is to stay focused in the present. Don't worry about the past, and don't be anxious and anticipate about the future. Just try to stay where you are, appreciating everything that you've got, everything that you're enjoying, and knowing that whatever you do right now, every choice you make, every step you take today is a product of everything that's gone into you from the past, and it's going to be what what takes you into the future. It's going to be what shapes, I should say, your future. So there's nothing you can do to, by worrying about what you did in the past that may have been, different or not so good, and worrying about how it's going to impact the future. Just try to stay, not making external comparisons. Just be who you are and love it and love yourself. One of our meditation teachers, Susan Piver, I did an interview with her, and we talked about this, about the fact that, accepting yourself for who you are is really one of the goals of meditation and mindfulness. It's just sitting and just accepting and being, where you are at that moment. So I think that's important. Force yourself, if you can, to stay in the present. Make compassion a focus of your life. I think this is a really, really interesting one, because compassion and kindness, for me personally, is my foundation. It's my lens on the world. It's how I try to see everything. It's not like I want to go out and help everybody and help the world to be a better place. I mean, that sounds a bit cliche, but I do want to be thoughtful and kind with all the people that I engage with. People from everywhere in this world, from every religion, every belief system, every country. I just want to try to find the place where we start, the common good. And I do believe that there is a goodness in every single human being. And I know that's a provocative statement, because there's a lot of people that aren't very nice people, and they, through their situations, have done things that are, that we don't agree with. But I think there is that compassionate lens that helps us, to see that we can be more accepting of our own flaws and our own mistakes. So I think make a difference in someone else's life. Go out there and volunteer. Take all that knowledge and that wonderful experience that you've learned over the years of your life and share them with someone. Teach them to someone else. Teaching is a great exercise for humility and kindness. And also it reinforces the learning yourself. Even if you don't do something perfectly, teaching it to another person really makes them feel good. They've learned a new skill, and also you got better at it yourself through that practice. It's a journey, like we talk about all the time. From where we are to where we're going, and there's absolutely going to be bumps on the road. We may want to not make a single step forward unless it's perfect, but if we do that, we're going to be standing still for the rest of our lives. Sorry, you just have to move forward. You have to take a step, have to take a risk, and if it doesn't work out, then you were good enough. The effort was good enough. And I think with that kind of state of mind, we can do amazing things in the world. I think that it connects us with other people. None of us are perfect. All of us are flawed. And it helps us to make friends, to make social connections, are so good for our health, our physical health, our emotional, our brain health, just to be able to connect with other people and have a happiness in the things that we do. And, so I guess my final word is that you're good enough. You're perfectly fine. Everything you do is loved. Love yourself too. And go out there, do the things that are your passion. Go out and try new things. Be brave and be bold. And know that at least the 60andMe community is just running alongside you, walking by your side. We want you to be happy and successful. And your sisters here in 60andMe do too. And if for a moment you think that the goal is perfection, it's not. Living life authentically with love and compassion, for me, that's it. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on this too. It's a very important topic. And I think the question simply is, are you ready to make the move from I need to be perfect to I'm good enough? Tell us what you think in the comment section below. I really would like you to be as honest as you feel you can be. I'll join the conversation too. And just share, are you ready to move from I'm not perfect to I'm good enough? Thanks again for being here, everyone. It's a wonderful opportunity every day and every time we get together to do this, and I really do look forward to seeing you all again really, really soon. Take very good care. Bye-bye for now.